How do you go from being the queen of playful purses to quietly losing the will to live? Kate Spade, the woman who gave us the bold nylon tote, polka dot perfection, and bright yellow handbags that felt like sunshine in bag form, was found dead in her Park Avenue apartment on June 5th, 2018. And for all her fame, her smile, and her picture-perfect brand, very few knew the pain she was carrying behind the scenes. 7 years later, questions still linger. Why did Kate Spade commit suicide? What broke her? And how do we honor her memory without just remembering a price tag? Born Catherine Noel Brosnahan in Kansas City, she was the girl next door who took Manhattan by storm. She met her college best friend, Elyce Arons, at the University of Kansas, swapping dorm stories and Sylvia Plath books. They laughed, pulled pranks, even swapped Coach catalogs for thrift store finds. Kate didn't come from fashion royalty. She wasn't handed anything. She moved to New York, poured coffees at Mademoiselle, and worked late nights before ever designing a single thing. And when she couldn't find the right handbag, not too frilly, not too boring, she said, screw it. Let's make one. With Elyce, Andy Spade, her soon-to-be husband, and friend Pamela Bell, they launched Kate Spade New York out of a tiny apartment with just $15,000 and a dream. A few years later, their handbags were everywhere. But behind that booming success was a woman slowly breaking. The press loved Kate's wit, her bubbly persona, her I'm just a girl who loves polka dots energy. But anxiety was always there. Friends later admitted Kate struggled to sleep, that she sometimes cried after photo shoots, and that the pressure to always be upbeat wore her down. She once joked she counted sheep, but they all had her face. Was Kate Spade married? Yes. For over 2 decades, she and Andy Spade were the ultimate creative couple. They co-built the brand. They raised a daughter. They made art. But in 2017, the marriage shifted. They started living in separate rooms. They never divorced. They talked daily. But something had cracked. Kate once told a friend, I love him, but I don't know how to fix what I'm feeling. In early 2018, things seemed better. She was designing again under her new label, Frances Valentine, named after her daughter, Frances Beatrix Spade, often called Bea. She even modeled in her own ads. Barefoot, natural, smiling, like the Kate we all remembered. But something in her had shifted permanently. People asked, how did Kate Spade take her life? How did Kate Spade die? On June 4th, Kate returned to New York after a business trip. She texted Andy, I love you. Thank you for everything. That night, she died by suicide. She hanged herself using a red scarf on her bedroom door. She was 55 years old. The world stopped. A woman worth $200 million, beloved by customers, friends, even celebrities like Rachel Brosnahan, her niece, and David Spade, yes, her brother-in-law, had taken her own life. People whispered, but she was doing so well. She looked happy on Instagram. How could Kate Spade kill herself? But depression doesn't care about your wardrobe. In the weeks after her death, fans left Kate Spade bags outside her store in silent tribute. Her husband released a statement saying, she had been suffering for years. She hadn't hidden it from her family. She had therapy. She resisted medication. She feared it would dull her creativity. And that fear might have cost her everything. Her best friend, Elyce, walked back into Kate's closet a few days after she died. She said it was full of mothballs and silence. And for a second, she hoped Kate would jump out, laughing. But that laugh was gone. Kate's daughter, Bea Spade, was just 13 when her mom died. Now 20, she studies art history at Barnard College, mostly keeps to herself, and recently launched a scholarship in her mother's name. She quietly helps design Frances Valentine totes, not to copy her mother, but to continue her story in her own way. No press tours, no staged smiles, just heart. Kate's brother-in-law, David Spade, devastated after her death, donated $100,000 to mental health charities. He said, I still can't believe she's gone. She was so funny. So bright. The truth is, the brightness we saw, it came from someone battling the dark every day. People still Google, why did Kate Spade kill herself? Did Kate Spade leave a note? Was Kate Spade related to David Spade? How is Kate Spade's daughter doing now? And the answers are messy, because pain doesn't follow a script. Kate wasn't a statistic. She was a friend, a wife, a mom. She was the woman who turned handbags into statements, who believed that bright colors could change a mood, who once said, "Live colorfully." But maybe that was her way of begging the world to see her, even when she couldn't see herself. So next time you see a Kate Spade purse, remember this: you don't know what someone's carrying, even when it looks like joy. And if someone you love says they're just tired, ask again. If they smile but their eyes don't, stay a little longer, because under the laughter and logos, there's a human heart just trying to beat through the noise. And for Kate, the woman who gave so much, we owe it to her legacy to care, not just about the fashion, but about the people behind it. Let's remember her not just for the sparkle, but for the struggle she hid so well.